Most marriages don't end because of one big blow up. They end because of small, silent killers that slowly choke out connection, trust, and intimacy. And here's the real danger. These killers, they don't scream at you. They're not loud. They actually whisper. They creep in when you're busy with kids and careers and life. So today, I want to expose the 3 silent killers of communication in marriage. And I want to give you practical tools that you can use to not just survive, but to thrive together. Let me lean in close for this. Because see, if you've been feeling more like roommates than lovers, or if conversations keep turning into arguments, then this teaching right here is going to be a real breakthrough for you. So let's jump right into it. Let's deal with silent killer number 1. And that is the silent treatment. The silent treatment. Here's why this is such a communication killer. See, when silence becomes the default, it's not peace. It's actually distance. You're not avoiding conflict. You're actually avoiding connection. And every day that you stay silent, that emotional gap widens. Let me give you an example. I worked with a couple once who hadn't had a meaningful conversation in months. They weren't screaming, they weren't throwing dishes, but their silence was louder than any fight could ever be. The marriage was crumbling, not from fire, but from frost. Here's a simple solution though. I call it the 10-minute daily check-in, where each spouse shares one win, one worry, one want. No interruptions, just listening. And by doing this, you create a safe space for your spouse to be heard. And in that safe space, there's no sarcasm, there's no yelling, no walking away. That way, talking feels safe and not risky. See, silence isn't golden in marriage, it's rust. And the only way to remove it is with constant, structured, safe conversations. If you agree with me, say yes. Now, here is silent killer number 2. Assumptions and mind reading. Assumptions and mind reading. This is a communication killer because when you assume, you actually create false stories in your own head. False narratives like, she must not care. He must be mad at me. They must not want me. And these assumptions create walls before the other person has even a chance to speak. Mind reading is the fastest way to miscommunication. Let me tell you a quick story. A husband once told me, I didn't ask her about the issue because I already knew what she was going to say. But the truth is, he didn't know. And every time we choose assumptions over questions, we rob our spouse of a chance to be honest. Try this instead. Curiosity over certainty. Replace I know what you mean with help me understand what you mean. And another thing is reflective listening. Repeat back. What I hear you saying is, or did I get that right? And then take time every week to talk through schedules, finances, parenting, so that little misunderstandings don't grow into big blow-ups. All right? Assumptions kill marriages, not because of what's said, but because of what's unsaid. Clear communication will save you years of confusion. And finally, let's get into silent killer number 3. Emotional withholding. Emotional withholding. Now, this is a big one. This is when you stop sharing your heart. You may talk about bills and kids and chores, but you stop sharing your fears, your dreams, your needs. Emotional withholding says you don't get access to the real me anymore. And that's when intimacy dies. Let me share with you what this looks like. I once asked a couple, when was the last time you shared something vulnerable with your spouse? The wife actually broke down in tears. She said, I can't remember because I don't feel safe to share anymore. See, that marriage didn't need another vacation. It needed courage, trust, and safety in communication. And here's 3 ways to create it. The no judgment zone. Agree that for 10 minutes a day, You can share honestly without criticism or fixing, just listening. Number two, the love bank principle. Make small deposits, compliments, gratitude, affirmations. These build safety to share bigger things later. Vulnerability ritual. Each week, answer one deep question together. What's one fear I have? What's one dream I have? What's one way I need you this week? See, emotional intimacy is the oxygen of marriage. Without it, love suffocates. With it, even broken marriages come alive again. So let's do a quick recap. The three silent killers of communication in marriage are what? Number one, the silent treatment. Number two, assumptions and mind reading. And number three, emotional withholding. And each one has a cure, but it takes intentional effort. Here's the truth. No marriage is too far gone when two people are willing to communicate again. Every couple I've ever worked with who put these tools into practice daily, check-ins, reflective listening, creative safe spaces, they didn't just save their marriage, they fell in love again. And if you and your spouse are high achievers, but your marriage feels stuck, if you've lost the communication, the connection, or the intimacy that you once had, I want to personally invite you to book a free 15-minute discovery call. And on this call, we're going to deal with the 3D formula. So just go to the3dformula.com. And on this call, we'll do three things. Number one, we'll discover exactly where your marriage stands today on a scale from 1 to 10. Number two, we'll discuss what it would take to move your marriage back toward a 10. And number three, we'll decide on the next steps that will actually sustain that change. So click the link below, pick a time, and let's get you both back on the path to a thriving marriage before it's too late. Remember this, marriages don't fall apart because of one giant thing. They drift apart when we ignore the little things. So take the first step today. I'll see you on the call. All right? And so watch this. Go to the3dformula.com. The3dformula.com. I look forward to seeing you on the other side of success.